Reshoot this video because I've got a mounting bracket for my camera phone coming in. Kind of cool that'll fit on my tripod so I don't have to hold this thing. Anyway, in front of me is the 100cc kit that comes for the 1982 Honda C70 Passport, and those are the rings that come with it. And that goes in as a piston, I'm pretty sure. It's a head cover. Oh, it comes with a little gasket. And that's supposed to be a high lift cam. The valves are supposed to be oversized. That's piston. And then there's this gasket kit that comes with it. Wrist pin clamps are in there, as well as top and bottom head gasket. So basically, this is the kit. It's supposed to be a 100cc upgrade. According to the advertisement, you did not have to modify anything to put this on your C70, so we'll wait and see what happens. Okay, this is part one. See part two coming up. Alright, this is my Honda Passport that I'm going to be putting that 100cc kit into. As you can see, I've kind of hodgepodge this together. This is not the original windscreen. The big difference is the plastic's a little thinner and it doesn't have the ribs that you would see normally here. Also, this is an aftermarket. I haven't painted it yet to match. This bike, in earlier posts, I completely rebuilt it, stripped it down and repainted it myself. You can kind of see the color difference. I didn't know about Valspar's exotic sea blue till just recently, which is supposed to be the exact color of angel blue, but you can see the difference on the shock and on the fender, how off I am with the paint I tried to mix. So I may eventually at one time repaint it. Not that big of a deal to me. Anyway, this is a stock motor. You know, I really don't have... Oh, see the battery cut off the side? I did finally eventually buy the original battery cover. It's the wrong color. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to be using that Valspar, so I'll be able to see just how close it is. But, and this was the original back rim. You can see the rust on the spokes. This bike was in my backyard, left abandoned for 15 years. I had a tree growing through it. That was pretty interesting. So this is the stock engine, and there really isn't anything wrong with it. I mean, it starts right up, electric start. It runs strong. But I don't know if you guys know much about me. At one time I was almost 300 pounds. I lost a lot of weight, but I'm still well over 200. And we take these bikes on really long cruises. I live in San Diego, and my wife and I took two of these up to San Clemente and back. It's as far as we got. We wanted to go further, but her bike which is completely stock and never been altered, started having problems. The carburetor. So we had to switch bikes. She rode mine, and I had to ride hers all the way back, where I couldn't get it to idle, and so it would stall at every stoplight. That was fun. Anyway, this is part 2 of a complete series of videos that I'm going to do showing the installment and driving and mileage specs and everything of the 100cc kit upgrade. See you soon. Okay, here's an example. What I did was I have a test engine that had a bad head, so I just wanted to see before my equipment came in, my recording equipment. I wanted to see if this would work. So I removed the cylinder and the piston and the head. The head for both the aftermarket and the original are very similar. This one is a little bit nicer. It's got the bearings on the rollers, so just this one just looks a little bit nicer, but the stock is known for its durability. Here is the 70cc piston, and here is the 100cc piston. You can see the difference in size. And here is the stock cylinder, and here is a 100cc cylinder. You can also see the difference in size. The problem that I'm having is, as we speak now, this kit does not work. So I don't know what we're going to do, but what's happening is the bottom of the cylinder right here hits right here. There's like a little, I can feel it with my finger, there's like a little indentation that protrudes out. I mean, I could probably sand this down, but man, I'd have to seal the inside of this engine really good. You don't want metal flakes rolling around inside the crankcase. So that's going to be it isn't on this side as much, but it really protrudes on this side. And I don't have my camera stand yet. Probably when I get it, I'll shoot another video to show that this cylinder here hits right here and does not seat all the way down. So as we speak right now, this kit does not work on a stock 1982 C70 Passport. Okay, I guess this is part 4. Sorry for the shaky video. I'm still waiting for my new camera equipment to come in. It's on a slow boat from China, literally. Anyway, so bear with the shaky phone. As you can see from the video, I was able to get the 100cc aftermarket upgrade kit to bolt onto the stock 1982 C70 Passport. I would think that this kit would bolt onto most of the series of this particular engine. It's very tight. The sleeve of the cylinder, I mean, it's snug. Whoever designed this, boy, they knew what they were doing, because they grind it right to the edge. I don't know if this block had imperfections in it, or if this is a standard practice I'm going to find on my other engine, because again, this is just a test block. I have not even begun to attempt to put this on my running Passport because of that very reason. Since I put that Passport back together again, it has been very faithful to me. I've driven it many, many miles, and you know, you just feel horrible about tearing an engine down that's running perfectly good. So I'm hesitant, and that's why maybe in the long run it's better that I'm testing this all out on this engine anyway to make sure, and I'm not hurrying. I'm in no hurry to do this. As a matter of fact, I've had this kit sitting for a few months before I even attempted it. So I was able to get it on, and I grinded down the protrusions of the block. The problem that I didn't like was there's a lot of metal shavings when you do this. It's not a heavy grind. You'll see if this is I'll know more on my other engine if that protrusion is on that block as well. It's where the block halves connect. You know, if you look at the seam all the way through inside here, right where they connect, there's like two protrusions, one on the top, one on the bottom. On this block, the top one was pretty large. So you're only grinding a small area, and it only took me a couple minutes to do both. What I didn't like, and I sealed the block as best I could, is I was throwing metal shavings all around. And I know that, you know, I got some inside the engine. So with this one, what I'm going to do is drain the oil. I'm going to put some diesel fuel in it, shake the engine around really good, maybe do that a couple times, then put in some, you know, just regular oil, run it for a few minutes in neutral, and drain that, and then put in regular oil, and put in my, you know, my running oil, and then just watch it. Everything, it goes against my whole being to grind a block, a working block. Having metal shavings around a working block is never a good idea. I hate it every second. Thank God it only lasted 2 minutes. Okay, so on to the next problem. I was actually warned about this by the company Too Fast Motos, where I bought this from. They've been pretty good about, you know, helping me the best they can and things like that. They did tell me that the only thing they've heard of, because this is a relatively new upgrade kit, I haven't seen anything on YouTube about this upgrade, so I've been basically flying blind, and he has very little information. He said he sold out of every kit that he had, and the only comments that he was getting back was that the cam chain is too small. And as you can see here, I can't get, I tried, man, I don't want to push too hard, but I cannot get the cam gear to mount up to its mounting holes, and so in fact, the cam chain is too small. So I have never changed the cam chain, so I don't even know how I'm going to do that. I guess I'm going to go to my friends on my group and ask for help there. Also look for YouTube for videos on how to change the cam chain. But I mean, okay, so let's say I pull it out. Now what? Is there a longer cam chain that I can get somewhere? I don't know. So as of now, even though I was able to get it to bolt in, it does look burly, doesn't it? And it does turn. And I measured the distance on the cylinder sleeve. It's the same for both blocks, so it's not hitting anything. It looks like it will work, but I need to find a bigger cam chain, and I need to pull this one out, and I have never done one before, so I don't even know how to do that. So at this point, part 4 of my video, this 100cc kit still does not work.